can you tell me how long you've been on the patches, Miss Donna?
Been on the patches since June of this past year.
Of 22.
22, yes, June of
Okay,
22.
so right at six, almost 7 months in.
Yeah, coming up on 7 months, which is mind blowing. Yes, I started on 4 patches right out of the gate. 39, 49, glutathione, and Eon. And I did not do glutathione. I did glutathione like to start 2 or 3 times a week, if that. And then right out of the gate, I mean, I tried to really sit down and list everything that was happening, and it started getting really lengthy. But the first thing out of the gate was what we've all heard before, just that overwhelming feeling or sense of well-being, you know, like all the, like somebody went over to my brain and flipped the switch on and the lights went on and boom, like everything was well with the world. Crazy. And when that happened, I knew, holy smoke, this is like something. So yeah, and then shortly after was the cognition thing, the brain farts, I call them. You know, when you're in the middle of a sentence and you're talking to someone and you forget your word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's bye-bye, no more.
Woo!
Yeah. People have, oh, well, before I start going down that path, sleep was better. Energy, oh my goodness, like crazy energy. My hair actually stopped falling out. That was also huge. Because every day it was like I was brushing my hair and like, where is this all coming from? I didn't even understand how I even had any left. And
wow.
Somebody commented, the girl that blew my hair out a couple of months ago said, man, Donna, everything's changed about your hair. And I said, thank you. Good to know. Good. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, that was pretty nice when somebody else sees it. And you're not, you know, spinning tails in your own head. People have commented on my skin, how good it looks. And also, it's kind of funny. You know, we're at a Christmas party a few weeks ago, and people were like staring, going, something's going on with you. And the girl that I was sitting next to said, okay, what's going on? What are you doing? Like, seriously, what's going on? And I said, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. So it's been just fun. I mean, my stamina, you know, I work out. So my stamina, my energy, my recovery, crazy good stuff. And if I have time, do I have time to talk about Joe, my son, who's on the autism spectrum? Just really quick.
Do we, Peter?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, I'd love to hear. Thank you.
Okay. So we both started at the same time. So the same patches, 39, 49, glutathione, Eon.
And what is his age?
He is 29.
29. Thank you.
29. And it's been, I mean, you know, this has been a journey. He was vaccine injured when he was 3.5. So the struggle all his life to get his gut in check and, you know, things like that have always been, and just spending countless amounts of money. But what we've seen so far, the gut issues seem to be settling down. I ask him questions, which he hates. And, you know, is it good? Is it bad? And he's like, it's good. So that's great. Like no more explosive stuff happening.
Amazing.
Huge. Yes. So he's so much more engaged. Like we have a family texting thread and he has his own phone, but he never has cared about, you know, doing any part of that. Like He's texting the group, responding. He's a funny kid. He's always had a sense of humor, but it's just gotten more engaging. He's more conversational to everybody, not wanting to just disappear and, fall away into the crowd, hide in his room or whatever. We took a trip at Christmas to Miami, and this is the first time he has ever not had a meltdown. Like, when are we going home? As soon as we get off the plane, like, we're walking through the airport and he's like, how many days until we get home? Like, how many sleeps? Like, what? And I can gauge it because we just went away in September and he was not good. And my daughters kept saying to me, what's going on with Joe? Like, why isn't he asking when we're going home, when he's going home? We were all very thankful. It was so phenomenal. Yeah. He's walking every day. He's not giving me a hard time about activity because, he is a little, I've let him get away with a lot in his life. So, exercise and staying active has never been something I really pushed, but he's all for it. Like, walking the dogs every day with me. It's awesome. Food, he's tolerating so much more food. And by tolerating, I mean, not scrunching his nose and saying, I'm not eating that. Like, no. Tonight he had a salad with chicken and like, what? Okay. I mean, I'm done. That's
Wow.
all. I'm done.
That
That's
is
enough. That's enough
amazing.
goodness.